What's going on, everybody? Thinking Game Podcast. We live on location. You got Jay.
Yes, sir.
You got Mike in the house. He'll be on the next one. And we finna get right into it. Today's theme, let me pull it up. Episode number 230. We down here on the north side in the Argenta area. Pretty quiet out here today.
Yeah, on this Labor Day weekend, 3-day weekend, you know. They used to be a lot funner when you were a kid, you know.
Boy.
But
so let us know what you doing for Labor Day. Let us know in the comments how you celebrating Labor Day. So with that being said, today's topic is your plan is yours. My plan is mine. Yet work is the common denominator. And I'll read a little excerpt. It said, everyone's success story looks different. The blueprint that worked for one person may not work for another. My journey won't look like yours, and yours won't look like mine. But here's the similarity that connects us all. No matter the path, you still have to put in the work. Effort is a universal ingredient of success. Think about that, bro.
yeah, man, that sounds real. But yeah, that is. It don't looks like nobody's success story looks like anybody else's.
Yeah.
You know, nobody looks like Tyler Perry or Steve Harvey or Kevin Hart. Nobody success stories looks. They may have a common denominator in common, but everybody's is going to be a little bit different. Everybody has different struggles. I had a father. He didn't. His struggles were different.
Yeah.
You know, but we still had to go to school and do our thing and learn what we needed to learn. And we still got to work.
Yeah.
And the houses cost the same.
Yep.
Gas costs the same. Milk costs the same. So.
And whether you in the streets, whether you're in the corporate world, church, or anything, we're going to say, how you know him? What work did he put in?
Yeah. Yeah, your reputation does follow you. What you do, your actions.
Boy. So before we get into it, this is a little bonus when I seen this over the weekend. Do you see the Ray Lewis when he was talking about Shannon Sharp on Patrick Bet David?
Yeah, we saw that coming.
What you think about
people
that?
gonna distance themselves when you get when you reach success, but you have adversity.
Yeah.
People start to distance themselves from you. That was crazy when Shannon do. I don't agree with that. I got to distance myself from him. You were this man's teammate.
You think you were selling out or you think you keeping it real goes wrong?
No.
A little bit of both.
No, I think just being PC, be politically correct, I think that was Ray Lewis. His thing has been that after he got out of the spotlight and after he stopped playing.
Shannon Sharp held him down when he was in trouble, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So how soon we forget sometimes, right?
Exactly. Ray Lewis just want to be politically correct and say the right things in all times.
I think it's tough because on one hand, you can say that he being hypocritical, and then on the other hand, you could say you could see from his perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like knowing somebody, I guess, and then see them do a total 360. Like, man, I never seen this dude drink. Why is he drinking yak now? Why is he making alcohol? You know, what? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think it's just sticky, man. It's a sticky. And then I think when he he being a little petty, because you remember Shannon got the best of him on Undisputed when there was the Kaepernick situation. He ain't gonna say it, but I think as a competitor, though, I think he got the best of him that day. So let us know what you think in the comments, though. Do you think Ray sold him out, or do you think he was just being honest about the situation? And it still sound crazy at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
But Shannon got to sell himself and what he does, and he does have a little niche market. We're in different. I'm in rumors and gossip and current events, and you're in motivation. We're in different arenas.
Different lanes.
What I got to do to sell myself versus what he got to do to sell himself is different. Shannon is doing what he's supposed to do for his type of media he puts out, and Ray's doing his thing, and they're just different.
All right, so now back to the podcast at hand, the road to success. And my first one is, what does putting in the work look like in real life for a kid that's watching this? They want to know what you mean by putting in the work.
Yeah, because that's something that's thrown around a lot.
Oh, boy, a lot.
You got to work hard, do this, grind, hustle. And what is hustling? What is that? You know, what are you exactly talking about?
Yeah.
Show it to me. And that's what we have to do to these kids and adults. Because you're going to work every day. That's putting in the work.
Yeah.
You know, but you are not advancing.
And then there's levels to it, too, right? It's putting in the work, producing quality work, producing that consistency. Me and wife was talking about that on the way home. You know, we was talking about people that lay bricks. You see more of the Latin community laying bricks.
Yeah.
Guess what? They cook on site. They have dudes laying the bricks. They got a dude working the griddle.
Yep.
Making the taqueros or whatever they're making, you know what I'm saying? But guess what we do? Us is do.
It's all me.
We're gonna go to Wendy's at lunch.
Yep.
Get a big old number 4, then say, oh, man, my stomach hurt, I'm having indigestion, man. Can I come back tomorrow?
And that's $10, $15 for one meal.
But they find out how to produce quality work, man. I mean, they don't quit after lunch.
Yeah.
They cook on site.
Yeah.
And they be like 10 of them, man. It's getting it in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When the last time you seen a black bricklayer? I don't know when the last time I seen.
Yeah, but we're trying to
endangered species,
or white too. We're trying to get those new jobs. We're trying to be in a cutting edge.
Yeah.
But you got to work for that too.
Yes.
You know, just because you're in IT don't mean you sit back and do nothing.
Yeah. When you're in
it's
IT,
different.
A lot of your free time get consumed by studying extra stuff outside of what you already know.
Yeah,
if you want to stay ahead of the game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and grinding and hustling is it looks different
because
you have to work and hustle to keep normal things. Your lights on, you pay your rent or mortgage.
And then hustle, depending on what you hustling, it always changes with the trend. You have to stay mindful of that. Sometimes hustles don't last for a long time. They may last for like a season or something. Or like, I'm trying to think, what was a hustle? You remember those bracelets? WWJD or something like that? What would Jesus do, them little rubber band bracelets?
Yep.
You don't even hardly see those for sale no more, but at one point, them things were being hustled.
Everywhere.
What is it? Straight out of Compton. Them people hustling them t-shirts straight out of
whatever.
Rosedale, straight out of Rose City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight out of Dixie. You see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Now you don't see nobody with their t-shirt on, or it's faded, or the stuff that came off of it in the dryer. So, yeah, man.
And t-shirt making, period. You know, it's been... Because people are like, I'm going to be a millionaire making t-shirts.
Man,
you know
how much work, boy.
You got to say what's a fad and what's coming and going. You got to be on the cutting edge
and then,
on pop culture.
But people, when you see these ads, people talking about I done made like, $40K a month. Ask yourself this. Can you sit in the warehouse and do the same thing over and over and over and over? If you can do that, you probably got a chance. And after you make the t-shirts, you got to pack it. You got to get the label. You got to have the infrastructure. You got to have a computer that works. You got to have a label printer. What happened when the label printer start acting up? How do you get it back to working again? Then $40K a month. How many orders do you got to pack to make $40K a month? Yeah. And somebody said, I made $100K a month. How many orders do you have to pack when the shirt might be $20 or $30?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
that's a lot.
A wall of t-shirts in the packing thing that you sending out.
Yeah, but then, the money's the motivation.
Yeah, it's the work you got to put in. Then you got to go to FedEx and get it shipped off. Yeah. Or unless they come pick it up. Then you got to set that up. You know what I'm saying? So.
And that's more money out of your pocket, the more people you involve.
And what we saying is the stuff that they don't show you. They always show you the success, the rainbow pot, but they don't tell you the journey that it take to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and especially with these OnlyFans models and stuff. I made $100K a month or two. What are you doing for?
Boy.
What is that? What kind of advertisement? Yes, and how long is it they gonna last? Yeah. You know, it might 2 months.
Remember Holly Berry?
You the fresh new thing.
Holly Berry used to be ESPN top 10. Now what? She was But you think bottom 35 or something like that?
Yeah, but that's her looks. But she made her
just
talent.
over time.
No, it's over time.
Yeah.
But her talent keeps her money in wise investments. You gotta be smart about whatever product you're selling, especially if it's yourself.
Though, yeah, the vanity part, like, you know, you may be young in your 20s and, you know, you feel like you're on top of the world, you pretty. Man, look at Madonna, man. Anybody young with like our age, Madonna, you know, she, you know, a lot of dudes was savoring over her, but now, you know, nobody even know what she is, you know?
Yeah, but she still got the money when you make the smartest choices when you're hot. And the investments and how much you get for what you're giving.
But is it more money or is it the attention too? That's what I'm talking about. The attention side.
Now some people get addicted to the attention.
Yeah.
They don't care about the money. They just want to be famous.
Yeah.
And those people are often look very, very sad.
You know, one day you walk in the mall, everybody clamoring over you. Next day you walk in the mall, man, who is that? You know what I'm saying? That got to do something to you. You know what I'm saying?
And does and affects these people very differently.
Yeah.
And you can see them, they 60 years old, 50, 70, and trying to get plastic surgery just to kind of hold on to that look, that fame. They want to be hot in a club, you know.
Yeah. And then you think about going to the next topic, you think about the club. What does dealing with adversity looks like in real life and how to overcome it? You think about, like, you know, a lot of guys out here crashing out because a girl breaking up with them and they end up killing them or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me hit the previous subject one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's different between working to maintain and working to grow.
Yes.
It's a totally different pot. Totally different hustle, and you don't see that right now.
Right.
But in 2 years or 5 years, you may see that pay off when you go into school and you're getting those skills to sell yourself.
And you have to be able to multitask if you really want to grow. You got to be able to work and develop at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, you got to do those life hacks for regular people like us. And when you're not a celebrity, because what I found out is most people, they be talking about saving or like that, you making money in bunches, right?
Yeah.
You know, you working at a movie set and they pay you, you know, $300 or $400 grand. Of course, you can put money up and drop it in stocks. But when you're a regular person and you have a base salary and you get paid every 2 weeks or bi-monthly or whatever, after you pay your bills, how much do you have left over? The average person, you got to ask yourself that. You know
that saving and investing sounds good, but that
great.
money doesn't come from nowhere.
Yeah.
You're constantly your paycheck is going to be your paycheck. You got to decide what goes toward your future, whether it's an investment or investing in yourself and learning a skill that comes out of the same resource pot.
Right.
That you eat from. You know, that's what people don't tell you.
Right.
But we can move on to the next subject.
Yeah, we're just talking about how you think a person would deal with adversity. Like, what's a good way? When we was young, I know, like I say, you know, we're dealing with women, right? Like, breakup, things don't quite work out all the time. Everybody you talk to not going to be the one, you know what I'm saying? I guess some people just have had limited experience. Like, what was it? They say the guy at Rockefeller, we was talking about, me and Phil was talking about that when you got off. Dude probably going to get a life, man. Because you couldn't handle adversity, man. You know what I'm saying?
And then that one thing, you gotta let time heals all wounds. It really does.
It does, yeah.
But you gotta take the maturity in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like your world is over. It feels like everything broke down. But it's not really, that's just how you feel.
Right.
Because that's not what's real.
Mm.
You know, crashing out on one moment, like breaking somebody's car, doing that stuff, those feelings are gonna pass, but those charges won't. They on the record. Yeah. You know, you had to do that time, and that's why jail is the place for that. Because you think about, like, I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
Everybody else is moving on with their life, and I killed somebody. I destroyed somebody's property because I felt mad at that time.
Boy. For real. And then another thing about adversity, like when you lose your job, like sometimes people work so long they never been laid off or they never felt the feeling of having to go to the unemployment office, man. I've been through that, man. And once you go through it, it makes you stronger. But sometimes while you're going through it, it sucks. Like standing in the unemployment line, you know what I'm saying? It's the long, it seems like the longest line. And you get there early and the line's still long, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find a job and you can't find one. Even though you meet the qualifications, you steady getting the emails. We moved on to another candidate. You know, we wish you the best of luck, you know what I'm saying? And you just have to stay in the game, you know what I'm saying? Stay positive. That's the hard part sometimes, is staying positive when everything's negative around you sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
And taking advice from people, you can tell when the people have stood in their unemployment line and they try to encourage you to keep going, because I've been there. Boy. And you can tell the people who haven't been there and they're just talking.
Yeah, for sure. Then when you go in there and talk to the person, man, I'm talking about, man, it seems like it takes 2 hours just to get through the line.
Yeah.
Then you got to go to a computer, say why you got fired or why you got laid off. Then you got to do that. Then you got to go back there and talk to somebody. You go through the same thing. It's like going through the same loop or something like that. Then you don't even get it instantly. Then you got to wait for the decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a process, man. You know what I'm saying?
And people say, well, I can just stay on sitting on the couch, you know, smoking a blunt, playing a video game, or doing this and that, because
once again,
who am I work hard, you know. Who am I to wait in a line just to be unemployed, you know?
Hey, every path got an end, you know what I'm saying? That's it. If you cool with the end, that's up to you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you can stay at my house for a month, 2 months, you know. Now 3 months, 6 months, a year. No, I can't keep feeding you.
Boy, for real. I think another part with adversity, too, is dealing with life is not quite going your way, you know what I'm saying? Not letting it take you down that path to depression. Just trying to figure out ways you can turn it around, you know what I'm saying? I've been there. I think, like I say, that time when I got laid off, I had to really question myself. What am I doing and how did I get here? What adjustments do I need to make? No different than, like, say, playing sports or something like that. If you want to be a better player, you have to increase your skill, you have to increase your awareness, and you have to increase your health as far as general health. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure you stay on top of that, too. Because those three, skill set, health, and mindset, if you're missing one of those three, you know, you make them run out of talent for so long.
Yeah.
But that awareness, man, will kind of kick in if you got it. It'll help you through some things that you didn't think you could do. But
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. Is luck.
Yeah.
You can be in a position that your father put you in, and you can be there for a long time, and then God takes that from you and makes you get to the unemployment line, and you see that as a test or why is God punishing you. He's trying to get you to be more independent.
Yeah.
On your own. You don't want to get kicked out the nest and learn to fly.
Boy.
But you want to learn to fly.
Right, 100%.
We gotta do that scary part in kicking you out of the nest. And and it's hard. You know, you didn't know what your future was gonna be sitting in the unemployment line.
Sure didn't.
He didn't know what it was. But if he didn't go through that, he wouldn't be where he is now and continuing to move up.
And I'll say this, right? That's the comment. I didn't know what my future would be, but I knew that I'm going to do everything I can not to go through this again. That's what I told myself. Like, once I have to, that's when I realized, like, skills mean something. It's not just a word people say. Having skills really means something. It can keep you from really going down a really low end of the path, you know what I'm saying? When you got skills, somebody will pay you for your skills. You have to find what skills work in the area that you live in. So, but yeah, man, that's why I told myself, like, I will not allow myself to get back here. So that means I had to do everything that I could do to not get back in that position. But it's all about self-accountability, though, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes self-accountability don't feel good, but it'll make you better, though.
Yeah, you 30, 35, and you're like, shit, I'm sorry about the language, but what have I been doing? I can't take these skills that I've been skating by on and doing pretty good to now. I can't take them nowhere.
Boy.
You know, I'm
it's
not.
Timed out.
You know, you look at some of your peers some of them do it bad. You know,
Yeah.
some of them homeless, some of them crackheads.
Boy.
Some of them have mental instability, but some of them have businesses. They have skills. They have experience that they've been working hard for, and I've been just skating by.
Right.
And I'm 35, 40, looking for a different job or trying to gain these skills. It's never too late.
No, it's never too late.
The sooner you start, the better.
Right. Like I said, I'm going to school right now at 40. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm going to school at 40, like I said on other podcasts, because I didn't do it when I was younger. I should have did it. That's why we're trying to tell the young kids, do it in your 20s. When you got all the energy in the world, you got the vigor, you got the mindset, but you just got to apply it in the right place, point it in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? So our next one is passion versus logic. Which one leads to a better decision, in your opinion? What do you think?
They say passion, follow your dreams and all that, but you gotta eat. You know, Logic say I need 3 meals a day. You know,
it's a passion fruit, right?
Yeah, but that ain't gonna fill you up,
boy.
But it's a mixture of both. You can't eat on one because you can't just live on logic. Getting the job that you're supposed to get, and you feel unfulfilled. You gotta put that passion in, but the passion comes after the logic. I think
Logic. For me, logic holds more weight because us growing up in Southwest and just like I say going to McClellan, it's like something about passion. If it's not used the right way or if it's used too much, it could take you down a crazy road, right? Yeah. To me, it just seems like people with like very high passion are very prone to really fall for drugs because of the passion so high. You know what I'm saying? Like logically, it doesn't make sense now in 2025 to smoke crack for the first time. It does not do. It's just logically, I can't even put a scenario where it makes sense.
Yeah.
But when you're passionate, life is throwing, is a kick in your tail, and you know you're highly passionate, or you know what I'm saying, or highly, you know, it seems like, to me, it just seems like you're more prone to do something or crashing out when you're passionate. Most people that crash out, they're more passionate. Like,
people,
yeah, you know what I'm saying, blowing somebody's car, like the girl that put the gas in the car, man, and lit the match and it threw into the other car.
Yeah, at the time, it seems smart idea.
To wouldn't do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the passion is your motivation. It's your battery. It keeps you going.
Do it make you help make good decisions, though?
You have to have a little bit because you're not going to be able to do the logical thing because you're not going to have any energy. You're not going to have any desire or motivation.
When you think of
without it, you need a little bit of passion, but behind any logical situation or decision.
So is there ever a situation where it's not logical?
Yes, a lot of situations are not. A lot of people get in these situations, and
is it because they're ignoring logic, or they're more passionate, or they just not using logic?
They ignore logic in that moment.
So that's what I'm saying. Is every situation logical? Like, can you break down every situation by choices?
You can, but people don't.
Okay.
But you don't pursue anything without the passion for it.
What if it logically makes sense? If you don't have a passion for it, it logically makes sense.
Now, you could be a plumber. That's logical. But you like computers, so I think you should more go to IT because you will have...
If you can be so logical, you can say, I can go do the trade to get the money to pay for school and then go to school for IT. Now I'm a plumber, plus I have tech skills. So I can combine those two together on a logical standpoint.
I like, you use both. Logic and passion.
What if you're not passionate? You just want the skill.
No, you wanted the skill first. That's why you went to plumbing.
Yeah.
But
makes sense.
and it made sense.
It may not be
but your passion was IT and computers.
Yeah.
Then you transitioned once you had everything you needed, your bases were covered. then you explore your passion. Second.
No. What if it's what I'm saying? What if it's not passion? What if it's just I want to collect skill sets so it increases my value, just from a logical standpoint.
But your motivation and what you actually do, it has to have some kind of feeling behind it, or you feel unfulfilled.
I don't know. I think
you rich, but you don't feel fulfilled. I don't like a whole lot of feelings like that, but
yeah, for sure,
it's a thing. It's a real thing where people don't feel fulfilled in their careers.
Because
even though they
even when I was
money.
younger, in my younger days, I did more things on logic than I did feeling. Like if you're very logical, which is actually kind of dangerous. Logical without feelings, you could do a lot of things that you probably don't need to be doing, and it won't affect you at all. Like I could be almost robotic in something. That's probably one of my. I could be almost mechanical when it comes to things. You know what I'm saying? And I know a girl asked me, "How can you sell somebody a dream?" It's probably more logic than I am probably emotional. You know what I'm saying?
But why were you selling a dream? That's what passion. Passion is
because sometimes logically it's kind of like engineering. It works. You do something and it works.
But why did you even want it? The thing.
It's like a cycle. It's like I don't know. It's like when you grow up in the inner city. It's almost like you're learning psychology without trying to learn psychology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's the why. The passion is the why.
No,
the passion is the why. Whatever you want. Why you want that thing. Why you selling the dream? Because you want this. The reason you want it is because of your passion.
But when it's logical, you say, if I do A, it goes to B, C, D. Passion is just like, this is just what I want. I just feel like this is right thing.
See, you using
it's kind of like sports. Is sports logical or is it passion? When you're driving down the field, is that a logical thing or is that a passion thing?
You want the end result is passion. There's passion.
You think so?
What you want, but how you go about getting it is logic.
Right.
So that's why you need both. Cause if you don't have passion, you don't even want to score. If you don't have passion, no.
Because logically, if I score more, I get more money.
Yeah. That's the logic. Why do you want money?
You said what?
Why do you want money? Is the passion.
Logically, resources give me more flexibility.
Yeah. See, that's why do you want that?
Right.
The passion is the why.
But I'm saying I know some people like me. It's more everything. It's like a lot of things are logical, like 90%. Like 90% logic, 10% passion, probably. You know.
You operate in logic.
Because passion can fade out.
But of course.
But logic can keep going.
But
kind of like a program when you build a program.
Logic is how you do it. Passion is why you're doing it.
But have you it's like a computer? I don't know because being in IT, you build a program.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you build in that program, it keeps executing that.
Yeah.
It's no passion. It's just you want me to do logic. A, B, C, D.
Why do I want the program to do this for me? Is the passion.
Get the work done.
Yeah, that's the passion.
Okay. Let us know what you think in the comments. Passion or logic, or do you need both?
I think you need both.
I can see that.
I lean more toward logic, though.
Yeah, 100%. And then the next one is, how does a person be strong with their personal struggles? I think a lot of people deal with this. They don't like talking about it.
Yeah, that's easier said than done.
But you have to identify that everybody has struggles. They just don't talk about it. Yeah. And if you say you don't have struggles, you're telling stories, because if somebody hang around you long enough, they will probably see the things you struggle with. Yeah. That's why most people don't like hanging around people for a long time, because you probably going to see the stuff. It's like somebody saying, I clean up my house every day. If you're a human, you know that's a lie. Yeah. Who clean the house every day? It may be some people like that, but it's a very small percentage on the whole pie side. Yeah. 1%, you know what I'm saying?
And the more people live in your house, the harder it is, you know?
Your boy. And like I say, if you know you struggle with something, try to strengthen in it. Don't focus on the struggle. Focus on the solution. Not the problem, but the solution. That's how I look at it anyway, from a logical place. Like, if I know I'm not good at something, I mean, I either need to read more about that, I need to study more about that, do more research, and get up to par with the thing that I struggle with. Now, there are some natural struggles that we all have, like, you know, some people like say speech impediment. You know, you might have to try to get therapy or, you know, work that out, or find a way to how do you work with it instead of without it? You know what I'm saying? What you think though, bro?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right with this. The struggles we all go through, they're different as every different
Oh,
individual.
100%, yeah.
So the stuff that bothers me don't bother him.
Right.
You know, that's why we're good friends. That's why you need a network of people.
Yeah.
They're strong where you're weak. Some of the stuff he had problems with, I see right through it. You
Right.
know, and he asked me, and I tell him, you know, and sometimes I wish I had the small problems he have, and then sometimes he wish he had my problems, because his life will be much simpler, because he can figure out all those things.
Yeah.
But we all go through.
Yeah. One thing I
struggles.
struggle with, like when we was younger, like I said, we were talking about before we came on. Like when you lose your father at a young age, struggles just gonna come with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some things just don't even register with you than somebody that grew up with their father, because you just hadn't been taught it. Like emotional responses, I don't register with those all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the person, like say on the movies, you come in there crying, then I just start crying with you. I'm just not that kind of person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that, you know, some people may look at that as a strength, but some people may look at that as a struggle. Because when you're dealing with people, sometimes people expect you to act a certain way instead of just accepting who you are. No, I think you should do this, and it's like, well, I'm not that what you said I should do, you know.
So you don't care about me. Well, I just react differently.
Yeah,
you know, I got
exactly.
in a lot of trouble in relationships like that. When we
Yeah.
make emotional decision, I'm kind of straight faced, because I can't let that bother me and get them. Well, you don't really care. No, I love you. I'm here every day because
men
of
operate
the love.
different. Yeah, men operate different. I mean, you know, I think a lot of women are starting to see that that's working in the work world. Like some of the stuff that men we have to, I want to say put up with, maybe tolerate. Because, I mean, if I want to make it, some things you just have to endure. It's just built in. That's just life, you know what I'm saying? No different than playing sports. If you want to score the touchdown, they're going to kick, claw, and do everything they can to keep you from scoring. Then are you still going to score, or are you just going to let that stop you from scoring? You know what I'm
Because
saying?
their passion is higher.
Boy.
I'm going to lay down for them. No.
They're no different than race. They're going to say side mark things. They're going to talk sideways. Are you going to let that stop you from making the bag? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether you in Hollywood, they deal with race. They deal with race in the regular world. Most jobs, you may deal with race. But are you going to let that stop you from getting to the bag? You know what I'm saying?
And some of them are real strategic on where they use
100%.
it. They'll use proper language at work, but you peek in their emails or something like that, you see where the real racism comes out in their casual language.
And I would say if you struggle, I don't know if it's a struggle, but easier it is to offend you, the more you could struggle with it. You have to find a way to not be offended by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that even makes sense, I'm saying.
By anything, not just race.
Yeah.
You know,
dealing with another human.
The more you're offended, the more you can be manipulated.
Yeah, 100%. Boy, like a yo-yo, like the puppet master. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, because a lot of people, I think, majority, let's say 80% of people probably deal with that being offended. And most other people be like, man, that offends you? I didn't know that offends you. That's not even offensive to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, you have to be able to deal with some of your struggles though, like, and just understand that this is where I struggle at, and that's fine. I try to work within my strengths and try to build up my struggles so I don't struggle as bad, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody got them, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, some people, they can't think as fast, you know what I'm saying? Some people not good at writing. You say you think about it on Harlem Nights, you say dude was a great boxer, but he studied.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Still was the champ. He just because, he had speech impediments, you know what I'm saying? But he still thrived, didn't he? Because he was the boxing champ, you know what I'm saying? So the last one is, we probably gonna be a good debate right here. What is your perspective about the three servants in the talents parable? He said he gave them according to their ability.
Yeah.
One got a return, like double their return. One got single their return, and the other one sat. He buried it in the ground.
And he buried it in the ground, and he just returned
He didn't return anything.
he returned exactly what he gave him. It didn't go up, it didn't go down. When you've lost it all, you understand the value of just getting back what you put in.
Okay.
Equaling dead even. No losses, no gains, you even.
Right.
You didn't take a chance, you didn't do anything.
Right.
You know, but you know.
Could he have done something where he didn't take a chance? It was just he could have.
In his mind, you couldn't do nothing.
Because
everything is a risk. He was
master
so scared to
he could
use.
At least just got interest.
Yeah, but you know, I think this is just my personal opinion.
Yeah.
The instructions on what to do with the gifts wasn't clear, and he protected your investment. You know, he didn't lose nothing, he didn't gain nothing. He returned you back properly, perfectly what you gave him. You know, and that's what I expect from somebody that I didn't tell them explicitly to double my money, quadruple it, to do all these grand things.
But you notice that he said, I didn't do anything because I knew that you would be harsh. He knew he was supposed to do something with it, but he didn't. I don't know. This is my opinion. Just being accountable.
Yeah, see, it's a lot of opinion.
It's just like with time, right? It's just like with time. That's what I was saying last podcast with time. I had to realize that when I read it, what am I doing with the time that I have? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I really maximizing the time? Or was I just sitting on the time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even realize how much time you have in a day, man. Then you look back like, what was I doing with that time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just showed me just accountability, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be the first server where you did double. And you don't have to be the middle. You just don't want to be something where you just sat on, didn't do anything. Because he said you could have just took it to the bank and just got 2% interest, I guess, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And got a return, and you wouldn't have lost anything, just got interest, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just burying it in the ground, he just sat on it in the ground, you know what I'm saying?
He protected it, and he didn't lose it. It's protected. It's no, he didn't lose anything.
I think it was just the accountability part, like.
Yeah,
and then if you see the other servants, if you see them what they're doing, why would you say, I'm just gonna keep it in the ground?
But I could lose everything.
You can't ask them? Like he couldn't go talk to them?
No, but he could talk to them, but he couldn't talk to master.
No, the other servants.
No, yeah, he talked to the other servants. And that's what life is about.
Communication.
Are you gonna be scared and do nothing? Or are you gonna try something?
Yeah, that's true.
You're being so fearful that you might fail that you don't do anything.
Yeah, I've been there, yeah.
Can put you in the same spot in 10 years.
Was analysis paralysis?
Yeah, you know, like you said. But you realize the consequences of losing ain't that bad. Try something.
Right.
You know, but a lot of us are scared to try. We scared to lose the little bit that we got.
Yeah.
We just bury it in the ground. We pay our bills. We do what we need to do, and we stay in the little box.
Yeah. Sometimes you have a gift that you can't use, but you're sitting on it. You don't even realize it. You're sitting on the gift that you can use. You know what I'm saying? I struggle with that. I had to realize that within myself. And, sometimes it's the time. Sometimes you have the time to be like, man, in order for me to do this, it take too much time. You got to fight through that. You know what I'm saying? Do I really want to work that hard? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so some people are too ambitious. They want everything. But
true.
it's a difference between being too ambitious and not doing anything.
Yeah.
I agree you should do something, grow your skills, take a little chance. But I do respect and admire somebody who did what they were told. They came back with my investment. They didn't double it, they didn't triple it, but they kept it safe.
Let us know what you think in the comments. What did you think about the parable of the 3 servants and the talents? Let us know what you think. What else, man, before we get out of here, man? What's something else you seen, man? You want to chop it up real fast? We got a few more minutes. What do you think about college football, man? I just thought about that. Like Arch Manning, he had all the hype, man. But what I didn't realize this until I listened to the analysis. He was playing against Matt Patricia. There was the Patriots defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
That's a cheat code for Ohio State. That's pretty smart. I would have done that too. But he was running probably some crazy schemes you ain't never seen before.
You can't judge anybody, good or bad, by one game.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, it's his senior year.
He a senior? Archer?
No,
he's like a sophomore.
No,
he might be like a sophomore, yeah.
Well, he's real good. You really learn it now than in the NFL.
Though. Yeah, this is all be forgotten. That's how college is. It's up and down, man. It's just kind of how it go.
And then his dad was terrible for his dad. He was an athlete.
Who was his dad? Peyton?
No.
Pollard? No.
It's the oldest brother that was the receiver that had ended up having the nerve problems, the spine stuff.
Wow.
He was a receiver. He was the most athletic one.
Really?
He was gonna have his brother as his quarterback when Peyton got
Tennessee?
In Tennessee, but
that nerve.
He had nerve problems. But it sort of looks like he's gonna be pretty good.
I mean, the way he was throwing it, I can tell you. I think the defense got the best of him. When you doing NFL coverage and a college kid, I mean, it's no way I think he could. He wasn't ready for that yet. I think he'll probably be ready if they play it again. I think he'll be ready for it, but that was his first time, you know.
Yeah, and
sometimes you got to get your balloons busted sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Taking in college, taking in practice, you know.
Yeah. When he go back to Tech down in the Big 12, he's not going to see defenses like that, man. No. He's going to have a field day, man, with people, man. It's going to be over, man, you know what I'm saying?
But coverage and D-line, the front seven it's two different things.
Yeah,
like
100%.
But when you get to the league, they blitzing and they covering good.
Colorado in trouble, man. I watched Colorado game, boy. I said, Lord, we're in trouble. Man, they secondary not good at all, man. I didn't realize how good Travis what's the name really was, man. Yeah, I think he made that whole secondary. They one dude, man, made it in Charlotte, man. Made that whole secondary, man. Ooh. When you let Georgia Tech, I know it's hard to play Georgia Tech, though, because they're going to run the ball. But I don't know if you can just do 4-down linemen against Georgia Tech. Because they got big tight ends. They're about as big as offensive linemen, blocking and, running them counter blocks and all that.
And you don't have the depth when you not Alabama, LSU, if you're not the big school.
State, though, Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's good to lose early, but but when you're not the big schools, you don't have that depth.
Yeah,
you know. So having the front four providing consistent pressure, you're not going to have
dogs that. To run just 4-down linemen. I don't think people realize that. Like even with Colorado, they not that they big, but they not like the dudes that be in Florida big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then
like
not that
Florida
deep.
Be having like 300-pound D tackles that could probably run like a 4.6. You know what I'm saying? That's what they need in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Just the average of the meal dudes ain't gonna work. Because I don't know if they're trying to run a cover 2. Now they got Warren Sapp doing the D-line. I don't know if they're trying to do a cover 2. I don't know if they got the personnel to do a cover 2.
Yeah, even if you got the coach and legendary Hall of Fame coaches, if you don't have the human resources, you can't produce on the field.
And that quarterback, I don't know who that quarterback is, but he ain't it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you just can work what you get. But hopefully we were relying on the Deion's recruiting to get them some players.
It's hard, man. You got to have a salary cap, man.
It should have made it good. You want to go to Colorado to be seen.
I think what messed him up, though, man, he probably not going to say it, but the health thing kind of messed him up a little bit. Because, he had to get his bladder removed.
Yeah, his whole bladder removed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, that's crazy, bro. I can't even imagine. They replaced it with an intestine. So that it means you probably can't even strain or nothing. You just gotta let it fall out with gravity, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely praying for him and his recovery.
Yeah.
But that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, and then while I'm thinking about that now, I think the thing about Shedeur, right, in Cleveland, man, this stuff happens all the time, man. You know how many dudes we know that was like super talented, but the coach would never give them a chance, even in high school, like. He know dude talented, but because it's not his pick, he not gonna put him in position to shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some coaches just lost their job because they could have put the dudes in, let them play, and they probably would have won. But because that's not the players I pick, I'm gonna die on my own heel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if I'm playing somebody $2 million and I'm playing somebody else 500,000.
Yeah, of course, right.
I'm gonna try to get my return with the $2 million guy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
If I draft the guy in the first round, I'm going.
I think they're gonna use him to sell tickets though. They're gonna keep him
They
there.
should.
Have him on the sideline with the clipboard, use him to sell tickets, man. You know what I'm saying?
I would.
Yeah.
But
drafted
it seems unfair. Like they not even using them, and they won't even.
All I'll say is just stay ready, man.
And
Don't get caught up in the noise, man. Keep working out on your own. Just stay ready, man.
Yeah, I mean they have him and Shiloh have after the league.
Did Shiloh go to the Steelers and the Steelers call him up there or something like that?
I think the Steelers did, but I thought it was a good chance for him and his brother being on the same team again.
I don't know if they want to play for the Browns though, man.
Nobody wants to play for the
right?
Browns.
Johnny Manziel said he's still mad at the Browns, and he was whack, man.
And they making bad decisions. You go to Cleveland to die.
Yeah, if Johnny Manziel couldn't thrive at Cleveland, you probably not. I mean, Johnny Manziel had the world in his hands, man.
The best basketball player in the world almost didn't survive in Cleveland when LeBron went there. He almost didn't get it.
Boy, he had to leave and come back for him to say, you think I'm playing, huh? Okay. All right, I got a decision for you. Check this out.
I'm taking my South Beach.
Yeah, for real.
So that's the kind of culture you're dealing with in Cleveland. So they don't make good decisions. They ruin good athletes, good prospects. First round picks go to die there.
But yeah, guys, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments what's some of the topics you'd like to hear us talk about. Thinking Game Podcast. This is Jay. I'm Mike. We downtown North Little Rock, Argenta, hanging out, chopping it up, and we will catch you.
Labor Day weekend.
And we'll catch you on the next one.